Good morning, it's Scott Fortunoff. I'm here at the quilt market. It's the last day. We survived. It's been really busy. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten to do as many videos as I would have liked, but I do have a great surprise for you. Kaffe and Brandon are here, and they're giving me some time, and they want to dazzle you, of course. And so I would say go get some coffee, sit down, and relax, and enjoy the show with these guys. And I hope the comments are on today, because they didn't work yesterday. So here we go. Good morning, gentlemen.
Hey guys, well, we're doing a Facebook Live. We'll try not to swear.
Okay.
Good morning, America, shall I say, and the rest of the world. Okay, we're coming to the last day of Houston Quilt Festival. It's been amazing just to be with fellow designers, because we're in the UK. We don't get to really see them that often, and see what they've been up to.
Can I interrupt you for 1 second? Quilt Market. Festival's after. I just don't want to confuse people. Right. So we're at the Quilt Market, which is for vendors and suppliers and things like that. Festival's after.
And if you come to the next part, it's all open to the public. I think there's like 800 stalls, they say.
They said there's like over 50,000 people they get, which is pretty amazing.
That is quite extraordinary. Okay, so also we want to show you the latest headers. They're so beautifully put together.
Can I show you this one particularly, which is working with very dark backgrounds on this wonderful plum and peony rose kind of fabric, and the new colorways of the coleus leaf, and this wonderful orange, which is like a huge polka dot. We've used this on the skirts all around our stand today. And then black background on this particular one, and a lovely dark stripe. Should be fun for you guys to use when you're in your dark mood.
I have a question. I'm looking at the black and white jumble.
Right.
What do you guys think about black and white? I'm getting so many questions about that lately about your products, because you did the onion rings.
Right.
Do you see that?
We found that black and white was used in our workshops all over the world, and it was so exciting. And so we've started doing some very fresh black and white. I love this one, Frank.
So you see the collective is going to have more black and white?
Yes.
Awesome.
Never say never. I mean, you know, when we change this, and that's, we don't kind of pre-assess. So this is another colorway that Kaffe's done, and you can see in the coleus there's a little bit more contrast.
Yeah, more contrast, more like black and white.
And when you cut this up, say into triangles, you see how much more exciting that is.
Yeah.
So
More
it's
sort of edge.
very friendly, useful, and it's a very popular design of Phillips. A clever old boy.
Here's oranges in a rather realistic colorway, but here's a nice sort of pale blue.
I want to point out also, Kaffe does Phillips colorways, and you can see here, this is, I think, Phillips' original colors?
I think this is his original colors.
This is quite rare to see.
Yeah.
And then Kaffe's taken that artwork and then done
This
soft
very
pastel.
soft pastel color.
It's really dreamy. You kind of want to eat it as a wedding cake. And then for those who like a little bit of rich passion, this is like, these colors look like it's made out of velvet. Then there's new colors on the dot fabrics, the spot fabrics. So, and at the very bottom you can see a line of the shop cottons. These are a brand new range of very short, shall I say, cottons, because what we've done is we've made the colors more iridescent, so they have a little bit more of a vibration, and the colors don't sit so flat.
Do we have the color card on that with the real fabric? I think it'll be better to show than the printout.
Let me get it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to just show you their booth. Do you want to say anything about this quilt? We could go back to the card. How about this one?
So this quilt is from the latest book, Quilts in the Cotswolds.
Yeah.
This is, yeah. So this is highlighting my fabric glamping, which is just a play on using stripes. So again, when people look at that, take it for when you cut it down into smaller pieces rather than, unless you want to use a big chunk. My pomegranates.
Yeah.
And then we've got Kaffe's Lotus Leaf, Jupiter. These quilts are all taken from medallion shapes. So they're very basic and simple to sew together, but it's the color and pattern.
And here's the new shot cottons, which have more iridescence to them, and wonderful bold stripes. We find it very exciting to work with these stripes. In fact, if we can just shoot over there,
yes, great idea.
Use those stripes
yes.
to create a wonderful zigzag quilt. which is based on a quilt that I did called Rosita. So if you have Shots and Stripes, our book, Shots and Stripes, you can look in there and it's the same thing. It's just triangles of the stripes.
Okay, so I have two questions. Why do they call it Rosita? And I know the answer. I know people like these sort of stories.
Rosita because it's after Rosita Missoni. Who
Right,
is the
exactly.
Great knitting family in
Don't
Italy.
be intimidated by this, guys. It's basically a 3.5-inch diamond, and they chevron, right? Yeah, broken up by using shot cotton in between. So it's actually a really simple one to do. But
And doesn't Brandon's shirt look fabulous against this quilt?
I can't believe I'm so subtle. All right, I'm going to show you all my.
Can I ask Kaffe? Kaffe, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, stripes. Just talk about stripes because you've been talking about that a lot lately, and I know it's the sort of thing that trends up and down, and you know it's cyclical.
Well,
but we're hearing a lot about
I
it.
love stripes, and if you go to the next quilt, you'll see that I never bother lining them up or matching them or anything like that. Just roughly put them together, and they're just very exciting. There's a wonderful vibration.
Yes, thank you.
That comes from just playing with simple stripes, and this is the simplest possible quilt.
One of our favourite artists is an Irish gentleman by the name of Sean Scully.
Yeah.
And those museum goers would have seen his work. He's
Yeah.
prolific, works on large scale, but specialises in using rustic
Stripe.
stripes.
Yeah.
And he inspired Kaffe to carry on doing the winter stripes.
Sorry.
Because what he does with colour and the off-play of the stripes that they don't eat up, it gives you a dance with the eye.
Awesome. All right, back to your booth. How about I talk about the book? Why don't we say something about that?
So, Quilts and Cotswolds was shot in one of Kaffe's favourite gardens in the UK called Headcote Gardens. It just has classic avenues and then small rooms of different style garden layouts. Kaffe had been there back in the 80s, early 80s, 60s.
Yeah, late 60s.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And so you can see how we use the garden in different shots. Yeah, sorry. I'm very bad at this.
It's all right. You're great. Everyone loves
There's
it.
beautiful, little architectural details in the garden and beautiful
Wow, look at the
vistas.
depth on that.
Yeah,
That's
wonderful
crazy.
vistas.
And we love a little bit of degradation and a bit of uneven surfaces because it just gives a perfect backdrop for us to put our quilt skins.
That's not Kaffe's flower, is it?
No.
No, it looks
No.
similar a little bit.
Yeah. It's similar color, yeah. And then this is one of the original quilts in the book. A lot of them were based on old quilts, but this was my original design.
So, Scott, can we take you around the corner?
Yes,
just to
of
show
course.
you? Because the colours in the book look a little bit heightened, but also Kaffe's shirt will look amazing. Check this out. How Kaffe looks against this quilt.
Are you making people seasick with you?
No, this machine helps it so much. When I hold it, it gets seasick.
Good. So anyway, you can see what fun it was starting with
get more of the quilt.
cabbage design and then just doing it's called folded ribbons.
I think this quilt looks like wet slate.
They love it when you get up close so they could really see.
And you can see it's pretty much all made with the same shaped diamond, but it's to play on the color and pattern.
Great. All right, awesome. All right, what else you guys want to talk about? You want to talk about some quilts in the booth?
Yeah, well,
Because these are amazing.
so
And the pillows? Well, let me just show the pillows because I think they kind of speak for themselves.
the pillows we've done this display because we saw an advert where it was just doing a wall of cushions with ball patterns.
I love it. I think it's very
Yeah,
clever.
it shows because it should be about the fabric.
Oh, wow, okay. Good morning.
Now, some people think
City kind of quilt. I like the black.
some people think that we're all about high color. This is a symphony of darker tones, and it's so handsome and mysterious.
And there's Kaffe.
And what do we have in the back?
Which one is it? What's the name of that one? I don't know that
This
one.
is mine. Islands.
Very
Yeah.
nice. I'm trying to get the names down, guys. It's not easy.
Moss Island. I don't know how you do it, Scott, because there's so many of us. You have to rein in.
Well, when I was at the warehouse, they were cutting it all, and luckily the bolts all have labels on it, so that makes it really easy. How about you want to talk about this one, Kaffe?
Yeah, this is called ice cream. There's a kit for this if you want to get all the fabrics sewed together.
what's on the back?
We've been doing workshops on this all across the country. People have been doing amazing things. On the back, I've got my fruit mandala, large scale.
Kaffe, how about talking about, most of the Jaftex other companies do 60 squares on the 108.
Right.
Yours is the sateen. And maybe you could just talk briefly just about the quality and just how nice that it drapes and stuff like that.
Well, I love 68 because one of the things is you can flip the fabric over and use the back side of it if you want a subtler, softer version of that print. But also it's very good for applique. And we just like that finer feel.
Okay. So you answered a question that everyone always asks, but I was asking you about the sateen. But that's a good answer because I always love everyone to hear that because everyone always says, why does Kaffe's fabric feel thinner? And we say, no, it doesn't feel thinner. It's finer. Because, thinner implies negative and finer implies better to me. But so the 108,
The 108-inch fabric for backing, we find very exciting to work with because we like a surprise on the back. And here's a lovely big.
Is this sateen too, this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
They all have a sateen finish. So it has a wonderful silky quality, a slightly heavier weight. And it gives a firmness.
Did you always do 108 sateen for all the time before we owned it?
No, you guys were the first ones that allowed us to.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so this is a new venture. We're just waiting for you to actually to do it.
Well, the only issue is the China and the 25% tariff.
Right.
So we've been searching out other places to find it because we don't want to have to charge people so much money.
One of the
That's
things
not what we want to do.
I'm sure. One of the things I want to share is, people give walking tour of this exhibition, and there's a huge symphony of colours going on. And then when he turns and shows the back, this is what gets the applause.
Yeah.
And you think,
Yeah.
out of all that effort that I've been doing, people, you know what, you want to keep
The
this-
party going on.
Yeah, and the
in back.
celebration. And there's nothing more exciting than when you flip over a quilt. And it's still going on, but when you flip it over and you've got a beige back, it's like, what happened? Did somebody turn the lights on? So.
All right, so tell me about this quilt.
Well, this was based on an antique quilt in the York Museum that was all done with white backgrounds. And I decided that I would do this wonderful high pink version of it and fussy cut nice big flowers to go in the squares.
These are great. All right, so I'm going to ask you a question I always like to hear the answer to.
Right.
Perfect quilts. Everyone, all the people, they have all these UFOs and they never finish them and everyone's trying to be perfect and they never get anything done. Tell me, you said something and you're maybe not going to say the same thing or maybe it's your textbook answer, that just, it's not about being perfect.
No, absolutely. What I love is old scrappy quilts. When I'm looking at the history of quilts, it's the ones that are a bit funky where they filled in with a bit of flour sack or someone's little ribbon off their hat or something in a quilt. So that there's all those wonderful happenings. Perfection, to me, is sterile.
Yes, that's it. You said it the same thing last time.
It does not thrill me at all.
Perfection is sterile, guys.
Yeah.
Get through the quilts, finish them off.
Yeah.
Be happy about them. Don't kill yourself. Perfection is
Scott, one of the
it's overrated.
One of the most important things that Kaffe taught me right at the very beginning, when I was just starting to find my own voice, and he said, "You might not like it, but guaranteed somebody else will."
Exactly. But everyone's pulling their hairs out and they're never getting the quilts done and moving on to the next because they're stressing about 2 more blocks they're gonna put on or they gotta seam up the binding and it just whatever.
This is the most epic film that's ever happened. I mean, it's been going on a bit long.
All right, you want to stop?
The patience you have.
No,
Oh, they do have the patience because they love you guys.
Okay.
Talk about that quilt.
Oh, the back.
Yeah.
Oh, this one here.
Yeah.
Well, this is just again this is the colours of
Smoldery
dust,
dark.
but and it's brought alive by these wonderful, warm, toasty ochre notes.
Oh, and if we're going to go on, I'll talk about, this is doing.
You're not allowed to go on, Kaffe.
big-
No more.
Big stitches with,
So this is what Keith put together whilst here at the show. We're not supposed to tell Scott because
Yes.
he's supposed to be signing books.
but this is just the new stripes, and doing stitching with great big wonderful toe catching stitches.
Cool.
Don't you-
Talk about not being perfect.
Don't you love it? We're all wearing trousers, looking as smart as we can. Kate's wearing short pants
Yeah.
and sandals.
Kate, I did take a picture of the socks you were wearing at Colchester. I love them, the little colorful ones. Why don't you show us what you're working on over there?
Yeah.
Because we always like to see that.
This is a needlepoint that I've been stitching on while I'm bored in the stall waiting for customers.
Let's see, he's got all his threads here. He matches them.
Yeah, this is a new design that I've just come up with for the new catalog of Irma.
Fabulous. All right, Kate, you can chill. Brendan, if you want to go on, I will be more than glad to show, or we can wrap it up. Totally your call, guys.
I want to show you this one just around.
Yeah,
the corner.
totally.
It's a little bright number to finish off.
Yep.
So these are usually.
Oh, I love this one.
This is like billiard boards. So get out your billiard cue and you can start knocking them.
But I love what you guys did, because you took an orange that's orange and you made it all these different colors, and you still call it an orange,
Yeah.
which is, it's just funny.
It's a purple orange.
Whose quilt is this? Because I would love this
This
quilt.
This is for the next book. Here's a sneak preview. of
This
what's
would look
coming
good in my house.
So this is
Hint, hint.
very contemporary. So this is Kay's latest stripe, which will be coming out, hitting the shops this February. So save you pennies. My mad plaid. So yeah, I mean
And bordered with Enchanted, which is the big flower print.
and then bind off with a dark
Purple
and it's
spot.
Not, we don't usually bind off with a dark color, but we felt it went with the contrast element of the whole arrangement.
All right, why don't we wrap it up? Listen, these guys are awesome. They're so appreciated. I hope you guys enjoyed this.
Off and you can wear them home.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. I thank you guys so much for taking the time to do this. We love having you here. It's great to know you and be working with you, and I'm really honored. So thank you. Have a great day. Everyone out there, have a great day, and give him the peace sign. All right, we got him to do peace.